People need to understand something about holding. It's not a technique. You don't pull it out as a tool. It comes from who you are. Anybody ever had a 3-year-old grandchild who hasn't already been ruined by fear run across the floor and leap into their arms and squeeze them? You ever had that experience? Wow. They squeeze with everything they've got. Everything. It's a good thing they're not bigger. They'd be cracking ribs. I mean, they... Now, with 3-year-olds, they're not giving love. They're not loving you. If you think so, you've got a real problem, because you will misuse it. They're taking it. They're taking love. But the thing to note is their utter fearlessness. There's no hesitation. I've never had one of my grandchildren come up to me and say, "Do you have time for a hug?" No, they don't care what I'm doing. Just, and they take whatever they can get. Holding somebody or giving hugs is much like that. If we're afraid, people can feel it. And then see the left brains of us want to go, well, so how hard do you hold somebody? No. 26.4 pounds per square inch. No, it isn't like that. It's a confidence. I wrote a blog once called Picking Up a Goose. You ever picked up a goose? Especially a swan. Ooh. They're very flappy. And swans can flap hard enough to break an adult's arm. So the trick with picking up a goose or a swan, we'll stick with a goose because swan's kind of advanced goose picking. They don't stand still in the first place. You kind of come up suddenly behind them and grab them by their wings. Not fast, but firm. And then you just pick them up. You pin their wings against their bodies. And they immediately go like this. You think you've killed them. The goose is dead. What are the grandchildren going to say? So what was your most memorable moment with your grandfather? I used to go to the pond and kill geese. They just go limp. They transfer all of their confidence to you. No kidding. Now you think, oh, you're just kind of like anthropomorphizing these animals. It works with lots of animals that way. That's how they give shots to cows, for example. Pigs, cows, geese, ducks, lots of animals. I don't know if it works for all of them. It works for humans. Our baseline is afraid because we haven't been sufficiently loved. And so you go to hold somebody and you do it tentatively, they're gonna squeeze out. I can't even tell you how many women have said to me, "You ain't gonna be holding my husband." And I'm going, how much you willing to lose? Guys love to be held. We just want to be held safely and without any confusion. That's all. Guys just start bawling. Great big Pete Uglow in the UK used to be a rugby player. You know, they view American football as wussy. You wear pads, really? You little girls wear pads. And he'll tell you he dates his life BHAH, before the hug and after the hug. Just it's a kind of firmness that people recognize, that you're pouring your whole soul into somebody, not trapping them, holding them like a goose. You've all experienced this with babies, haven't you? You ever seen somebody hold a baby for the first time who doesn't know what they're doing? That's pretty hysterical too. You kind of want to get underneath them because they tend to drop the babies. But they hold them out like, and this baby starts shrieking, "Get this man away from me." Now they like to be held really firmly. That's why now they have these little snuggly things. You've seen people where there was a guy in the plane who was wearing one of those little snuggly things that just plasters them. We like to be loved with that kind of confidence. That's why when people are facilitating groups, we want to be sure that they're that confident. Not that they know the words, but confident. Because if we're not, we hurt people. You pick up a goose wrong and they flap, you'll break their arm. Wing.